But that's all okay. But you have to ask that who World Health Organization. Why is so much delay in proper investigations? What that smashed white people's life, either in USA or in Europe, that has been so discredibility, that is indicating that who is that it is also portion of the worlds of criminals, that peoples involved in world civil people annihilation. So how this World Health Organization's credibility, so far you are unable to discover that man-made corona development, you not been able to learn and how China has become first country to combat that disease in so effective manner without reporting so much. But India, like poor, where that environment can less supportive factors that way.
The same message conveyed by President Obama when we made the decision back in 2014 to
so this British and UK, France, Germany, Merkel has to ask the people's World Health Organizations, unless you have to make separate European countries, Germany, France and UK together, even maybe left USA, who maybe to suppress if this Joe Biden group will not give the real data of the culprit criminal public health related scientists who are dealing this virus, even to Ebola, the highest AIDS and etc. virus to handle in their laboratory, and from where this probably the culprit world of criminals, Satan's barbar.
So we still have a way to go, but the good news is that since 2014, all allies have really started to invest more.
One of Donald Trump's arguments was that it was necessary to get tough with NATO allies in order to make them do more, because he was saying otherwise they become free riders. Do you worry that under a Biden administration there are those within NATO nations that think that they can get away with doing less?
I'm confident that allies understand that we need to continue to strive for
Jens Stoltenberg. I do not know if he is from Germany or Poland or Russia, etc. Russia.
When actually Joe Biden was the vice president in the United States.
Joe Biden, whatever do, I have little faith about his credibility. You have to, you unpunished this coronavirus developer and climate man-made. Then you are obviously proving that you are culprits, criminal, Satan, barbarism. Climate is man-made, coronavirus is man-made, social cancer, disease, condition, mental aberration also man-made, street accidents man-made, aeroplane accidents man-made, natural calamities are man-made, earthquakes, rains, droughts, all extreme weather conditions are man-made. That World Health Organization or World Meteorology Organization, UNESCO, Vienna Office of Atomic Energy, etc., has been captured by the Indian-born criminals, where tens of millions good people, scientific, IT of leftist, irreligious criminal satans has reached, basing these two particular UK and USA Australian identities, they reach everywhere on the earth to make their good network to do crime, where they have misused this European Union one passport to move all or visa for all. So in that way it is UK separated from EU. That is good for.
Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said China's actions towards the Uyghur Muslim minority.
People's of Republic
constitute
China
such.
is
During
committing
his confirmation
genocide.
hearing, the incoming Secretary of State Tony Blinken agreed with Pompeo and said President Trump's tougher approach on China was right. And at the press conference today, Beijing said the sanctions it imposed on former Trump officials, including Pompeo, just minutes after Biden was sworn in, were completely legitimate and necessary. Ray Jong is an expert on US-China relations based in Washington. I asked her if Mr. Pompeo's claim
That will be boomerang unless punished.
genocide
Because the Indians
in Beijing.
have to give this real voice as per Rishi Aurobindo, that message to lead the whole world to save from the invisible criminals who has got inner visions to get information through even our inner. So, India is a voice of near about 180 crores,
timer on the Biden administration to handle
1800 millions, where China is 130-35.
very quickly, as we've seen with
So Indian subcontinent is main Indian voice. As in the British didn't time, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, SAARC countries, the Indian voice. That Indian voice,
or other types of policy areas that China's choosing.
it is representing here more
China
than
talks about working towards common goals like dealing with climate change and
2,000 millions people in the world. They have been neglected by UN Security Council. As UN Security Council is a whimsical approach. It is not a scientific, whether they said to give the vetoes and to suppressive attempt of this particular one country's own interest that has made havoc and wrongness in this democracy, what you say, or commitment to save everyone on the earth, to justice to everyone on the earth, to protections right and speech rights, everyone to right. That is not provided by present time Security Council. It has been Council of Criminals, Ajibs. That's not proper. They can harm the old humanity existences very badly. There so many, you are so proud crying about the climate change, weather calamities, that you are ignoring very badly.
China certainly has had its transparency issues in the timing of how it informed both its citizens.
You are that fucky guys. You are very color criminals. I do not believe on the
Having
figures.
said that,
You have to mimic own transparency in the speech and responsible,
promoted an
and to be remain responsible to UN, such a body that should be as a noble body, high standard, few bodies. One is to monitor of other people's integrity, at least 5 to 6 such people's integrity, of the highest integrity of sacrificing peoples. To see these cheating peoples, how these peoples is coming from the worlds of criminals to acquire that powers of World Health Organization, meteorologicals and UNESCO, Vienna, events, Secretary and UNICEF, Red Cross, Human Rights Commission, everywhere these culprit criminals have entered. That is very ill fate, bad days for that IMC. You have to. That message which has been given 70 years ago by Rishi Aurobindo, that you have to critically consult by all the world people. For on the sap of this, as humanity has been posed and put in the grave dangers, why peoples are helplessly dying. This is the criminals to dance. These Indians has to be, these Indians has to be avoided, or have to be avoided very critically, and is associated all the peoples who to get the funds and to praise these Indians. Except religious Aryan voice from me, no other voice can be accepted, because you do not know law, you have no integrity, you are very sinful man, how to sin avoiding government, how that hypocrisy and democracy can be separated. Senators, fake people if claim the senators, Roman Catholic concept base that has to be verified repeatedly on this for the sake of all humanity.